Good morning, friends. This morning, Curtis. It is the darkest moment of our life that we must focus to see the light. I repeat, the darkest moment of our life that we must focus to see the light. Friends, there is no denying the fact that at the time of painful period or difficult period, the real test of our personality is needed. The fact that the phrase it is the darkest moment of our life that and in that we must focus to see the light implies that we must you know we must try to focus deliberately on positivity at the time when we are passing through painful and most challenging time. Even in the most painful or overwhelming time, we must make a deliberate attempt to find a solution, to seek hope and possibility. In the most challenging time, we need deliberately to find hope, solution and possibilities. We should not, look at that darkest moment. Rather, we should deliberately try to find out a positive and a resolvable solution and possibility at the time when we are passing through very painful situation. It also means that instead of allowing ourselves to be in despair, we should try to, you know, intentionally shift our attention towards something, some sort of possibility. We must seek the possibilities. At that very darkest moment, we see the possibilities of coming out of darkness and making a way forward towards the path of light. Friends, there is no denying the fact that every human being faces challenges, difficulty. Difficulties are integral part of life. But what is more important is the principle of offering key perspective on navigating through life's challenges. Every human being has to learn how to cope up with the challenges of life in the most difficult and most challenging time. Students, particularly when they are passing through, you know, a difficult time, when their health is not supporting, they should not lose patience. They should first try to put attention on their daily habits, food habits, and at the same time they should find possibilities to study. Study should not be hampered in even when they are not having, their health is not supporting. They have to look into their health definitely, but at the same time they should not stop continuing their mission of striding ahead in studies. Active resilience, always helps us. It is active resilience that really needs to make us stronger. Whether we are in grief, here darkness refers to grief, whether we are in failure or we have trauma. Naturally, trauma, grief, and failure pull us towards negativity. All these words, trauma, painful situation, failures, and hopelessness, all these grief, they are part of grief, sorrows. They pull us towards negativity. At that time, we need to focus on the light. Light means here we have to find a way. It doesn't mean we are ignoring the reality of life. The reality of life is that we are bound to suffer from pain, grief, hopelessness, failures. These are part of life. But at that very time also, we have to focus our attention towards positivity, not negativity. Instead of looking towards negative ideas, we should shift our perspective from negativity to positivity. Focus on the light, knowing the fact that life is full of challenges. The reality of life is we are facing painful situation. But even in that painful situation, we need to choose and look forward to the way or the path that can heal our pain and make us little bit comfortable. Friends, there are situations in our life, everybody's life, in this life of the students, in the life of the adults, that we pass through overwhelming situations. There is no one to support us. There is no economic support. There is neither any moral support, nor there is any physical support. We are left all alone. At that time, we have to discover our inner strength. Need That is the time when we need spiritual strength. We have to, collect our inner strength, and we have to do everything to find a way to move forward. And we always, it is not easy to talk about positivity at the time when we are facing lots of darkness, lots of disappointment in life. But in those moments also, we have to strive out and move towards positivity. There are situations, the darkest moment always strips away distractions and often reveals our inner resilience, courage, and capacity to endure that we have never known that fact. Have we ever imagined? We never know. There is no certainty that our life is always smooth. There are hurdles, there are challenges. Navigating through challenges needs resilience, courage, and most importantly, the perspective to shift our attention from negativity to positivity. Then only we will be able to, navigate the challenges of life. Shifting the perspective from negativity to positivity requires deliberate attempt. Try to learn from the failures, and from the fleeting moment of peace, try to challenge the difficulty, try to overcome the difficulties, and always keep in mind that better days will come. Always keep in mind, when there are bad days, when there are worse circumstances, it is you have to have in your mind that good days will also come, better days will also come. So this kind of positive perspective will definitely give you a strength to navigate through challenges of life. Always try to value the journey, experiencing the contrast, allowing to appreciate the good times, just as physical eyes need some beautiful sight. When you will see the beautiful sights, we forget about the pain. In the similar manner, at that time, we have to value the journey, experiencing the contrast, allowing us to recall good times, that yes, we have passed through the most beautiful moments of life. We must appreciate that moment also, and sometimes divert your attention and make your eyes look at those things which can really have a pleasing scenery, and so that you can be completely distracted towards something beautiful, and something hopeful, rather than being in dark perspective of life. The mind needs some type of deliberate focus to recognize hope. When life feels bleak, there is a need to look at brighter side of life, that good times will also come. When we are suffering, when we have unfavorable times, favorable times are bound to come. And the key of all this matter is consciously directing our attention towards finding a way forward. Always look to find a way forward. Don't look back. Look a way forward. And for that, you need resilience, courage, determination, and some sort of positivity that will pull you out of those challenges, and you will have a strength to navigate through challenges. This is very true, that every human being at the bleak moment of life become weak. We are not able to think what to do. Sometimes we are very much in dilemma, in pain, in suffering, and there is no support, neither any physical support nor any economic support. At that time, we need to deliberately think of any way, any small way to come out of those challenging times and find a way to move forward, not to get stuck at that moment. because difficulties and challenges are integral part of life. We have to think about. But when we have this kind of perspective that these challenges will soon be removed and there will be better times, definitely this hopeful thought, hopeful perspective will definitely drive you out of difficulties and make you live a worthy life. That is what Edison believes. Thank you. Have a nice morning.